Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is a Sunday morning, as always, a coffee kind of morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Cheers to everyone. This is going to be part 6 of the G's from A to Z as I continue my vinyl collection. It's going to be another part 7, possibly tomorrow, and that'll wrap up the G's, and I'll just continue to move on 10 albums at a time, or close to 10 albums as I can at a time. Nice to show you some vinyl for sure. Been showing a lot of CDs and box sets, which, hey, with the price of everything, that's what I'm able to afford these days. And I just still love my CDs, I still love my box sets. But I want to get back to showing some vinyl that I have in my collection. So this is going to be, again, part 6 of the G's from A to Z, featuring 2 amazing bands. I don't have all their discography, but some I have on CDs, some I have mostly on vinyl here. Again, featuring the Guess Who and the Golden Earring. 2 remarkable, remarkable bands. One from Canada, one from, where are they from? Again, they're from Great Dutch band. Sorry, I knew that. I just forgot about it. So let's get started. So Canadian rock band, the Guess Who, formed way back in 1965 in Winnipeg, kind of the middle of the country. Originally known as Chad Allen and the Expressions. Chad Allen went on to become a producer. He left. They brought in Burton Cummings and, of course, Randy Bachman, and the rest is history. Amazing, amazing, internationally known band, really, with their huge hit, American Woman. Wow, it is Sunday morning for sure. Huge hit, American Woman, and a ton of other fantastic songs. So let's get showing some vinyl here. This is A Wild Pair, featuring the Staccatos and the Guess Who. And you're saying, who are the Staccatos? Staccatos were the original name of the 5-man electrical band. A great band from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, the capital of Canada, who turned out to be a huge hit in Canada. Their big hit, Signs, one of them, I'm a Stranger Here. They've got so many fantastic hits. So this is an early release, again, A Wild Pair, featuring both bands, side 1 being the Staccatos, side 2 being the Guess Who. 1968 release. You've got Song the City sings, Where Did Holly Go? Tell Her For Me, Running Back to You Every Time, She Is Tomorrow, written by the great Les Emerson, who was the leader of the Staccatos and then the 5-man electrical band. And of course the Guess Who, amazing stuff. I Need Your Company, Mr. Nothing, Very Far From Near, Hey Good Hearty, and Somewhere Up High. All songs written by Randy Bachman and Burton Cummings. Before both bands were popular, but it's cool that they put them together in a compilation album. This is a fantastic album. Unfortunately, someone put their name on a piece of tape. I haven't tried to get it off, and I don't want to get it off, but this is Canned Wheat by the Guess Who, their 4th studio album. They even put it on the record label. It's on the Victor label. A fantastic album. 5th studio album, released in 1969. Peaked at number 1 in the U.S. charts. You've got big hits, Laughin' and Undone, and of course No Time, 3 of my favorite tracks by the Guess Who. Great album. I have American Woman, their 6th studio album on CD, which I want to get on vinyl one day, but fantastic stuff. Share the Land, again on that Victor label. No tape on this one. Share the Land is the first album without Randy Bachman. He had left to form BTO. And they had to hire 2 guitar players to replace him. Kurt Winter and Greg Lescue, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. Hand Me Down World and Hang On to Your Life, and also Share the Land are the big hits off of this fantastic album, the Guess Who, Share the Land. 13th studio album, Flavors, featuring Dominic Troiano, okay, who also played with the James Gang, played with a bunch of great Canadian guitarists, more jazz oriented, I think. Dancing Fool and Loves Me Like a Brother, two big hits off of this one. It's a great album, great album. And finally, a compilation album. This is The Way They Were, unreleased recordings by the original group, featuring Randy Bachman, Burton Cummings, Jim Cale, and Gary Peterson. This is on the RCA label. This is a great album. Tracks that you haven't heard, pardon me, tracks that you haven't heard from these guys. You got Silverbird, Species Hawk, Running Down the Street, Miss Frizzy, Palmyra, The Answer, and Taking the Long Way Home. Again, Randy Bachman on guitars, backing vocals, Burton Cummings on keyboards, lead vocals, Jim Cale on bass and backing vocals, and Gary Peterson on drums and backing vocals. Fantastic lineup, the classic lineup of the Guess Who, and great writing duo of Randy Bachman and Burton Cummings, and it's a cool album, cool find. So that's the Guess Who. And then we got Golden Earring, the amazing Dutch band formed back in '61. So they were around even before the Guess Who showed up. There's so much more than their big hit. Their deep tracks are fantastic. Radar Love is a cool track, but it's overplayed, obviously. But these guys are so much more for sure. I have a lot of their stuff on CD and a fair amount of vinyl here, so I'm going to show you that to wrap up the G's, part 6. So this is Moontan. Great album. This is the US cover of Moontan. It's on the MCA label. Moontan, 9th studio album released by Golden Earring. Radar Love, of course, the big hit, and probably maybe the most successful album. But fantastic stuff. Then we have Switch, their 10th album, released in 1975. This is on the Track Record label. Cool album. I love it. Contraband, which was their 12th studio album in the UK, and then for some reason they switched it to Mad Love in the US. I didn't put the date down. 1973. Great album. Different cover. I would have preferred the Contraband cover, but cool stuff. Now we have Grab It for a Second, the 13th studio album. Okay, on the Polydor label, 1978 release. This is another great album for sure. Grab It for a Second. And then Cut, one of my favorites, with the big hit Twilight Zone. Cut is the 16th studio album, 1982 release, and this is on 21 Records label. Cool stuff. And then finally, Golden Earring Live, 1977 release. Okay, awesome double album. Recorded at the Rainbow Theater in 1977, March 25th, 1977. Again, a gatefold. Okay. You've got Candy's going bad. She flies on strange wings. Mad Love's coming. Wow. Radar Love, 12-minute version of Radar Love. Just like Vince Taylor. 8 Miles High. The great Birds track. And Vanilla Queen. Again, side record 2. Second Heat it's called. That's 22 minutes of greatness right there. And then the final album is To the Hilt, Fighting Windmills and Con Man. Remarkable stuff. Great pictures of the boys there. You've got George Koyman on guitars and vocals, Rhinus Gerritsen on bass and keyboards, Barry High, I can't remember now, it's his last name, flute, and Caesar Zwitterwick, these Dutch names, on drums, and Elko Gelling on guitar. Great lineup by the Golden Earring. So there you have it, guys. There's part 6 of the G's from A to Z. I'll finish up the G's tomorrow with part 7 and then move on to the H's and so on and so forth. So have yourself a great rest of the day. Cheers to everyone. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.